No other team is bossing up when they're behind. One thing I'm noticing in the communication lines of how OG thinks, OG values their life in terms of abilities used to kill them. Meaning, if Taiga would have just died right here, and they didn't use anything, like maybe a soul ring and a spear, and Matthew just punched him, that would not warrant them doing what they're about to do and being aggressive here. The way I think they communicate is, all right, they killed me, but if you guys take this fight without me, yeah, sure, I'm dead on Phoenix, but in a way, this Mars is pretty useless now too. He has no mana, and there's no arena, right? So they're confident, even though Phoenix is dead, that they can still win this team fight because Mars has just used all his spells. And they immediately go, right? Straight in. And it's just really impressive because a lot of, like, even back when I played professionally, people would be a lot more conservative about when someone dies to be patient and wait for them to respawn. But people are really like pushing the envelope now and like basing the value of their life on what spells were used to kill them and that type of information to proceed. And there's a lot of like 4v5 fights that's happening in the scene right now. And it's just good game understanding. Honestly, this OG gives me a lot of vibes of the team spirit at EI10. Amar plays very, very like selfishly in a lot of ways. No way around it. But he scales incredibly hard. And it feels like they have like 3 cores that are always like really playing for their net worth, but also really smart at knowing when to take team fights. You don't see like one hero on this team just like getting super underfarmed and just sacrificing himself entirely for one like hard carry, right? Everyone's getting net worth. They're using the whole map to its fullest, and they're also like sprinkling in like their own style of pretty much just using vision and taking good team fights. Ragi and Taiga, 2-man smoke here. Surely we don't do anything that crazy here, do we? Nope, they are... Oh. Somebody explain what just happened. Did he auto-attack the Nyx with Carapace on? Is that what happened? No way. No way. Oh, it's a shard. The shard. Oh my god, that is so sad. Moving on to the game, OG versus Gaming Gladiators, game number 1. So it looks like OG in this particular game decided to go for a lane swap. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so they picked the Troll Warlord. So the reason why they did this is that the Monkey King is really good versus the Timber in lane, and Ace is playing CK in the off lane, and Timbersaw is really good versus CK in lane, and Troll is really good versus Monkey in lane. So they feel like they can win 2 lanes by just swapping their carry and their offlaner's lane. It's honestly better if your carry has a bad game than your Space Maker. So that way you can have space later on in the game. And this Monkey King is on a killing spree. Let's see what makes this gank work. All right, so the reason why this gank works is that they shove the lane in really quick. They bring 4 heroes up here. At least they didn't bring 5. Bringing 5 up here is like a sin. You should never ever do that in the early game. Bringing 4 is like, it's too much still, in my opinion. It's definitely too much. Because what's happening this whole time while you have 4 heroes taking this tower, Taiga's just here farming. Keep an eye on you. Seb's down here farming. VZM's farming. Amar was farming some ancient stack. And your Argy is farming. So you're not really gaining a net worth lead by overcommitting the towers. So they end up killing the POS 4, Doom, and they lose their carry. We'll take a note on like how these smokes can be successful. They smoke right here. They don't bring Taiga because they need Taiga to show to make this play successful. If Taiga doesn't show mid, 100% Gaming Gladiators will realize that something's going on here. It still doesn't work out because Monkey King's shifty, but you can kind of see like what their train of thought is, and there's no sure proof way in Dota to make sure your plays work 100% of the time. You just want to have the highest percentage chance to have your plays like actually connect. But we're gonna see OG smoke again. 3-man smokes. Show 1 hero. This is your decoy, right? It's your bluff, whatever you want to call it. And this is the one I think that about this version of OG that's really fun to watch. But they are so good at using their vision. They're so good at it. They would, I guarantee you, they would not take this fight if this ward wasn't here. They wouldn't do it. And they do not care whatsoever. They do not care about fighting into Aegis. They do not care about fighting at a net worth disadvantage. What they do care about is fighting under vision. So they will take a fight into an Aegis if they can get the initiation with proper vision. Every single time. And that fight was honestly like whatever, you know, like it forced Bane to buy back. It seems to be a normal trend. They killed Coddle. That was a mid Coddle. They lost their troll. Yeah, that sucks a little bit. Nothing really happened that fight of value. It was kind of like a trade, but it's like the mentality that I like to see from this team. Like you can't win every fight, obviously. That's just not how the game works. But they're always aggressive and they're always willing to take the fight. They play around their wards for the initiation, or they use their wards to give them information to make a play elsewhere on the map. Because if they see heroes down here, right, with some vision, they will smoke across the map and take a fight where a hero cannot be there. They also play, which is, that's the best way to say it. They also play in a way where they use death timers, right, against you a lot. So if you have a hero dead and they know they can't connect, they will make sure they take a fight while that hero cannot be there. It's very similar in nature. So those two things are. It's basically trying to take a numbers fight. Simple as that. And this right here is insane by Ace, in my opinion. It's a little insane. His team isn't here. And he tries to solo kill the Wind Ranger mid. And he has no vision. Right? Let's go to his vision right now. Let's do a difference of like this type of play. And let's check out the vision. Okay, so you see Troll top. That's fine. I think maybe he saw Doom too. I'm not entirely sure about that one. And he saw Troll and Doom, right? So his idea to jump here is not totally wrong. But the problem here is that he doesn't have follow-up. Nobody on his team is also coming. The monkey just avoided the gank. Coddle's farming bottom. No TP. So essentially he's going for a solo kill here. But OG are here. And he's gonna die. You play versus OG, they've been warding the same way for like 6-7 games in a row now. People still haven't figured it out. As usual, OG, they don't like giving their safe way away for free. They don't. Look, got another ward. Here it is. They see you. They're gonna play in their safe lane. They're not gonna give it to you for free. They're super sad down here. Tokino, OG, they don't like giving their jungle away. And even though they don't kill Anti-Mage here, look what he has to do. He has to run back. The Walk of Shame. Meanwhile, Wraith King gets to farm for free. Guess who else has just been farming this whole time? So they decide to take this mid fight for one reason. Okay, maybe two reasons. One is the catapult. Two is they have BKB available. This is a timing push. Last reason is they have vision here. So they can safely sit here on this part of the map knowing nothing can happen. I think Tiny should jump right now on this Razor. I feel like an OG situation, if they were in the same spot, this would have happened. And then immediately follow up an Arena Spear, but actually he wasted Spear, so never mind. Just kidding. I think he shouldn't be wasting Spear like this. And if he does want to waste Spear like that, guess which way he needs to run? He needs to run back to his team right now. He's isolating himself versus a Clockwork running this way. And this just gets him killed. You're starting to begin to see like the difference. Like both these teams are very good, but like OG's playing with such confidence right now. And it's not even just confidence, it's just playing good, honestly. Because like most of the time when OG plants vision like this, they don't let the opponent walk up and deward it. Even if they're down 2,000 gold, even if they're down 5,000 gold, even if they're against an Aegis, they will get this jump, right? And we've seen it time and time again through the replays we've been watching. But Gaming Gladiators is not ready on their ward immediately, so they lose it. I mean, they're smoked and they want to jump on the mid lane here. Still, it's a good play, but the fundamentals there are lacking a little bit. Until they end up jumping. They get the double toss off. They trade the Mars here for the Tiny. I did say Mars for Tiny, I meant Mars for Void Spirit, but anyway. Seb does it again with another shackle. Only level 2 this time, so it doesn't last very long. Alright, so what is the trigger for this here? Podcast and Viz Rune. Did Amar TP up here? Just trying to like really break this down for you guys here. Alright, so Amar is just farming jungle, getting big. They bring heroes up here. They see 9 is bottom. So this is what OG see. Right now, they know 9 should bottom. They see Doom mid, and Tundra is pushing top lane with 3 heroes. Which means if they cross some threshold, which I'd imagine be around this ward, I think. Somewhere around here. If they cross this area, if they get the jump right away, it means Tundra can't TP in time before OG has already killed 1 hero. So they're setting up for this. And I do like this play. And TPs are available for everyone but the Monkey King. So since they are here, they're going to see... They want to go in. They want to kill the Visage first. They get him. Right on the Snake King as well. OG using the information that they have in this game very well. So 9 does come up, Soxa does come up, right? But we'll watch it one more time. There's already 2 heroes dead because they pushed too far before their team was ready. But OG did an amazing job at reading the situation. And now Tundra both has Soxa and 9 stuck up here with no TP for nothing. And in the meanwhile, now they have no TP for this Monkey King in the bottom lane. And yet again, Yuragi gets all this map to farm for free. He's farming all this for free, just like every other single game, while OG contests their safe lane over and over and over again. It's the same thing. They got the same playstyle in every game so far. The variables might change, but the idea is still the same. Didn't mess this up, he would be dead. Puck would silence him. He'd be coiled in the ring. It'd be dead. Little bit of a user error there, but the idea of the concept and how they're playing it is very good. This is beautiful Dota. And you can tell me how much like Tundra are falling apart or they got shook after losing to TSM. I just think OG are just playing super good Dota. And they're getting better and better with every single series. Immediately, push the lane, right? They don't farm this camp. They don't farm this stacked camp. They'd stacked it just for fun on the way, but they're playing fast. Immediately run to the next lane. And the difference of getting this kill or not was the fact that Yuragi did not sit here and farm this camp. The difference of them getting this mid tower or not getting this mid tower because everyone is respawning from Tundra is also because Yuragi moved quickly and got that kill. But it's very interesting to see as well, like after they got that kill, look at what OG did. They don't have any resources. Look, no mana, no mana, no mana, no mana, no mana. They immediately leave and go farm. They're applying all these concepts continuously, right? They shove this lane out. I'll show you. They shove this lane. He farms these camps. That's fine if you want. Connects to his team. Everyone connects to the team. They're here. Get the coil off. Get 2 more kills. Jug's dead. This is like perfection from OG right now. Like the way they're playing the map right now, it's like this is actually beautiful Dota. And as we're watching this more and more, you are noticing like very certain patterns that OG are doing. And those patterns are, 1, they don't like to play here. Why don't they like playing there? Opponents can TP on the outpost. Opponents can TP tier 2. Why do they want to play here? Their teammates can teleport here. Their teammates can teleport here. They're not looking to apply a lot of pressure in this game in your traditional sense of like taking tier 2s, taking towers. They don't really care about the towers. They care about their item timings, they care about their levels, and they care most of all, above everything, getting more farm on the map than you. So why is it that OG wants to go into the mid lane right now? Well, there's probably a couple of reasons, right? 1, this lane's pushing. 2, BZM is already going to push this lane. So because they push this lane, I mean, they don't want to run down here and deal with. There's nothing here right now. Is there an item timing that they're waiting for? No, not particularly. Seb is ready. They see, more importantly, 9, no TP. Okay. Doom, no TP. All right, so there's something at play here, and I'm going to figure out what it is that made this a great play. So they saw 9 TP out as he died. Pretty sure they saw 33 TP out as they died too. TPs have a very long cooldown. So bottom lane, you see Seb pinging 33. He's like, oh, this guy literally just TP'd down here. Taiga pings mid, BZM shoves top. Now they see Pango top too. So they just saw 2 dudes that they know have no TPs and immediately jumped on the mid lane with all 5 heroes. And what can Tundra do here in this situation? What can they do? Doom has no TP. Pango has no TP. So he's running to help, but they're helpless here. OG's already here. Right? See, this is the type of like stuff you want to see from a team that is at the top and doing super well. So let's figure out how they're starting. All right, so Vision, mainly Seb, is set up for this. IO relocate is ready. BZM TP's in, which means Amar is immediately running. Yet again, they are taking this fight because why? Let's check their vision. They have total and full vision of this team fight. OG fights on vision. You see where OG go immediately after respawning? Back to their vision. They see everything. They see everything right now. And immediately, this is how they're winning games. Simply put, this is just how they're winning games. Look at this vision. And it's more than just placing the wards. Placing the wards doesn't really win you Dota. It's how you use the wards you place. A team can place a ward up here, But if they're not ready to immediately jump the person that walks on it, if you're not willing to play around your wards to take the team fights, those wards don't do a lot for you. And you'll see here, that's exactly what they do. OG versus TSM, game number 2 in the grand finals. This ward saw 1, 2, 3 heroes. Puck shows top. So OG immediately attack bottom. Moon a little bit of sleep at his keyboard here. He should realize that 3 heroes just showed on a ward and dewarded him, that he's gonna die if he shows here. But OG very fast to react to that. You can see how quick they're reading the map right now. All right, they smoke up, show 1 hero mid, boots of travel ready. The name of the game here is be more heroes than your opponent, or be together in a way where if you can kill a hero immediately, I guess you're 3 heroes, right? And they're 4. If you can kill 1 immediately and then trickle in 1 by 1, you can continue to chase, right? So the goal here is they see Tomato mid. Let's take a look at their vision, right? They have some good vision. So look at their decision making here. All right. Bryle's top. They see everyone coming in and they see another one. So they know right now that if they take a fight right here, right in this area, Bryle can't be here in time. Neither can BZM, so to speak. But if they get the jump and that hero dies, by the time Bryle gets there, it'll be 4 versus 5 because BZM will also be there in a similar time. And so they're just looking for that opening. And what's really important to note is when you do plays like this is that you guys go the same direction. Like if Amar and Seb ran this way and Yuragi ran up this way, plays like this just couldn't happen. But you'll notice they're always there together at the same time. And it looks like Dubu is just going to tick down and maybe die here, but he cannot join this fight. He cannot heal anyone either. And at the same time, TSM is also ready for this fight, so it will be a close one. And Yuragi will have to go back. And the Mortimer kisses will come out, but Dubu did not die, so his Force Staff will end up saving. So I like the idea of the smoke, but it seems like TSM in this particular moment, if we go back to it, from their perspective, they were ready for it. So they went up here, Dubu's chilling. Bryle actually hits a really nice stun here, with Saberlight being along the lines, and Tomato immediately joins his team as well. So both teams ready for this play. And it turns out, that's how really close team fights happen, right? And both teams are on point at the same time. So why is it that OG, of every team they played, why is it they're the only team that has like the killer instinct? Every team I've seen play OG, when they get behind, just kneel over and let OG run over them. But when OG's behind, they boss up and make plays happen still. No other team is bossing up when they're behind against OG. I think it's something very valuable to be said there. And these teams, and probably why OG was able to take the tournament. And you'll notice a difference in like all the games that I've been covering from OG and TSM, or just OG in general, sorry, is that Amar solo takes this tower every game. He does it by himself every single game. Meanwhile, the opposite teams, they're committing like a mid rotation. They're committing multiple heroes to get this tower. Anywhere up to 5 heroes. I've seen 5 heroes try and take this tower from OG. And then at some point, this will happen. OG will defend it. Amar will come in over leveled. It's level 9 right now. DK is only level 6. And they'll defend this tower. Or they'll just look to get kills around here. And now you'll soon see Yuragi switch places and start farming down here. And now Amar will probably live up here. And I was explaining a point, but there's more stuff happening. And they're just going to play for their farm. So I've said it on like mini broadcasts, and I was doing CDPC as well, that I don't see teams win games when they're behind just by split pushing and farming. The only team I've seen so far at this major win from behind is actually OG, because they actually have the balls to take a fight on good terms, of course, such as Vision, against odds, like against an Aegis. But every other team does not seem interested in doing anything on the map when the other team has an Aegis, and they just kind of like kneel over like this and just let the other team slowly win. Like they're just so spread, and it just doesn't get better. Like, yeah, now you bring in your DK and you want to fight, but guess what? Your Lush is dead. You need every resource at your disposal to come back in a game that you're losing badly. You absolutely do. I think Seb complemented Amar brilliantly, like his playstyle. Thank you everyone for watching. So good night and good fight.
I trash talk and tip everyone. It's not something I'm surprised for, but
I really don't care.